The Fratellis are back, and they're pissed. The notorious criminal family has kidnapped the Goonies, and it's up to a young Samwise Gamgee, Mikey, to rescue their butts. Also, there's a mermaid. For reasons.
Come here and make me feel like a woman. Come on, give me a nice wet licorice kiss.
This platforming adventure title was not a direct sequel to the film, as every young American gamer once assumed, but in fact a follow-up to a mostly Japanese exclusive released on both the Famicom, MSX computers, and North American Versus arcade cabinets. Once again, Mikey must descend into the subterranean caverns beneath the Fratelli's restaurant, do battle with swarms of rodents, reptiles, and arachnids, knock some nuts with his hefty yo-yo, channel his inner pyromaniac, and beat old ladies senseless with a hammer?
Yeah, wait a minute, Mikey.
You know, I don't think they explored this character trait in the movie, but Mikey's a little sadist.
You shut up about that stuff.
I'm genuinely surprised that this feature escaped Nintendo censorship. A company notorious for altering games with references to Nazis, religion, cigarettes, alcohol, and nudity was apparently A-okay with the grotesque acts of violence such as bludgeoning little old ladies repeatedly while they plead for mercy. And your reward for this bit of the old ultra-violence? A candle. This was no accident. You had to hit the woman with the hammer. Several times, I might add. To unlock the candle which you need to see in dark rooms. I repeat, Mikey is one sadistic little bastard.
Kids suck.
Anyway, the goal of the game is to locate and free all of Mikey's friends, which you'll accomplish by successfully navigating the underground labyrinth and collecting all the items and equipment needed to advance to new areas. The game isn't really hard in the traditional sense. The jumps are a bit floaty, and you will die occasionally, but there's no real consequence for doing so. Continues are unlimited, and you resurrect on the same screen in which you died. Worst case scenario, you'll need to spend a few minutes harvesting enemy drops in order to replenish ammo and keys. But you retain all found equipment, Goonies, and item containers. The game's real challenge comes from figuring out where to go and what you need to find in order to get there. You pick up locator devices which display blue dots on your map showing you the locations of the imprisoned Goonies. But to reach a particular captive, you might first have to track down a key item that negates a barrier.
We got it! We got it! Try it, Mikey. Try it.
Such as a diving suit that allows Mikey to swim underwater. Fans of the Metroid series will either find much to love or much to be frustrated by.
Oh, shit!
Unfortunately, the map is often more confusing than it is helpful. Levels don't connect to each other in any sort of logical way. Mikey will start off on one side of the map, enter a door, and be magically transported to another room on the opposite side of the map. This is very disorienting, and you will quickly find yourself randomly opening and closing doors you've already explored in the frantic search for a new passage. Because Goonies 2 utilizes a password system, it's impossible to navigate by landmarks. Basically, the more information the game has to keep track of, the longer the generated password needs to be. While it's impractical for the system to remember minor toggle switches like revealed hidden doors and unlocked wall safes, it's nearly impossible for the player. You'll spend much of the game re-exploring the same identical rooms, knocking out old walls, and reopening magical self-locking wall safes in the desperate hope you'll stumble across a new clue. But reading this sentence when you're already lost is enough to drive anyone to commit geriatricide.
Jerk alert!
This is the part of the video where I sincerely thank you for watching. This review was produced as a small part of a larger collaboration project. So if you're interested in watching some additional reviews on Konami's full NES portfolio, then make sure to check out Rewind Mike's series on the topic. You can either click that handy little card on your screen, or check out the description box below.